going on, people? I'm in here. Whew. Crazy days. Crazy days. I don't even know if I made this public. It doesn't matter. I was moved to put this out today. I had a vision. This is not today. It's not tomorrow. It's Monday. Now, I was given the word Monday, and I had to ask, what Monday? Is it this Monday? Is it next Monday? And I got the answer, Monday. My feeling of it is, if they can't do it this Monday, they'll do it by the next one. It's something to do about Monday, but I'm supposed to put this out today because there are different groups that would like for this whole thing to go down on each side. And so if I put this out now, and I wanted to name the rest of this video too, there's another name that's going to go in there too. Look for the title to change. For those that are understanding, they can make a change. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to tell you this, how to say this. But I asked the question, I said, what oil? The gas? And they said all of it. Now, I'm not ready to lose my fuel at the pump. I'm not ready. This nation is not ready, but this world is not ready for this. But there are people who would allow it to continue so that we could get into more of a World War III than we're already in. So they act like they're waiting for Russia to declare World War III. It's been World War III since I said it started. I said, welcome to World War Wednesday. They didn't see that happening. They didn't see what I was given the gift of knowing about Ukraine. That they were fixing to, no, they're not going back home. These are not exercises. They're going to invade. They're going to build up, and they're going to invade. Well, and they were lying to us, and they're still lying to us. Well, now, other people are talking about other things. Other people are talking about that, nuclear subs are being moved around, like not normally, but, more dramatically, this kind of thing. And Russia's saying that they're taking their Sarmat or Satan II missile and filling up their silos, getting rid of their other ICBMs and putting those in there, which would make sense why they're practicing with the older ones, just to shoot them out of it's easier to shoot them out of a silo than it is actually to take it out and replace it, right? So, they just removed the warhead. So they're updating their systems and stuff, but this is my vision, this is my knowing, this is my gift, this is what I was told. So if anybody has a problem with that, they can leave, and then they can come back Monday, either this Monday or next, and say, oh, wait a minute, let me see that again. Either way, it doesn't matter. Take it how you can take it. Some people can't take it. I'm just telling you, this is what I was shown to know. On Monday, or by Monday, the plan is to cut off our pipelines. Now, we need to get off of the internet. We need to get our fuel system detached from the internet. They've already shut down the pipeline one time with they're planning on not just one. They said this is going to make that look like nothing. They're going to cut all of our pipelines and then stop delivering oil itself, crude. That's an issue, what Russia's doing. That is their plan. That's what the main the main I would say dictator in charge over there, Putin, has got in his playbook. So here's the problem. Okay, shutting it off to Europe, shutting it off to everybody, and then it's not just them, because I asked the question, who is the they? because I was given 3 words, and I'm like, okay, I got questions. Who's the they? At first, I wasn't supposed to have the answer, and then it was allowed that I was going to have the answer. Okay, fine, so give me the answer. The they is not just Russia that wants to make this happen. Russia will do their part and cut off the gas, and cut off by hacker attacks or whatever, by using the same technology they had before, only they put backdoor systems in there where once they get in, they can go in at any time with a keystroke and they can shut them off again. So it's not just Russia doing that, but I asked the question, who is they? And I got also Iran. I'm like, what's Iran got to do? Because me, geographically, I try to put these things together and sometimes I can't. I am not that guy. I just get intel and then I put it out there. And then people are like, oh, Russian subs. Oh, they're nuclear. Oh, they're named after a ball, little figure. Yeah. Then someone takes, so take this and go forward if you are in the know. And if you can do something about it. The reason I'm putting this out today, which is Thursday, timestamp this, Thursday, 5/12/22. Okay, is there are people who are in our government. There's the white hats and there's the black hats, right? You know, there's some that actually are more like hawkish, more into war, and they would like for this to happen. They have been watching this and they've wanted and they've planned. It's not just about arms sales. They're like, hey, well, this gives an opportunity to get rid of the other side. You know what I mean? So, and to make us more involved and give us so-called right, we can go in there anyways. They've did enough hacking. They got proof of all that. But now they really, really want proof to show the world, hey, look, they did this. This means war. So they would allow it to happen. I know that's hard to understand, but if you take a look, they've allowed us to run out of baby formula. And when they question the White House about it, the White House is saying, oh, well, I'm not in charge of that or this or that, or else, she didn't say circle back. I'm just saying, people, it's not about you and me. This is way bigger. It's not about any of the drivers that are delivering food. It's not about any of the people who are trying to do their jobs and do good. There are people with bigger agendas, with more money at stake in this whole thing, and they are the ones that run the show. They don't put out a vote. Okay, Sweden and Finland, when they're going to now get their EU partnership, they even said, no, there's no reason to ask the people about it. We have enough representation in our Congress of it all, whatever they call them, their leadership up there, that we can just push this through. They don't care where we're at on this anymore. I'm just saying, as a driver that needs fuel, we're not ready for this. Like the people that drive back and forth to their jobs, they're not ready for this. If this is allowed to happen, I mean, just a couple more months, we're not ready for this. We're just now coming out of winter. We are not prepared for them to cut our fuel supply, period. Even if it's for a couple of days, fuel is already high, then they know they're going to jack it up to about $8 a gallon. Listen to what I'm saying, because I'm saying that's part of my knowing is that will happen. So, stop it before it happens. Don't allow this to happen. There'll be more reasons to get into this war. There'll be more reasons to start that. I'm saying we're not ready. As a people, we're not ready. And this vision was so clear that it'll happen, but it was so vague. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not just Russia, it's Iran. What's Iran got to do? I don't know. People that know, though, they need to look at that and see what's going on, because there's some kind of a collusion between Russia and Iran when it happens, and it's a Monday. So maybe that's the reason, that because it's including another party, is that if it's not this Monday, it's the next Monday. It's a Monday, though. It's Monday. And it's those two, but it's also people in our government that would like to see this happen, that will allow it. Instead of blocking the hackers, they will allow it. Now, how is Russia going to, and here's my question right now, before it even happens, I'm asking the question. How is Russia going to hack our stuff if they have supposedly secluded themselves? Well, they got people over here too. And obviously, it happened last time. And our southern border is porous. There's no telling how many or who has been coming into this country. By now, all of the people of Mexico could have come into our country. All of the people of Guatemala and Salvador, all of the real people who were just trying to come here to work and whatever, but they're sneaking over, they all could have been here by now. It's not about them at all. It's about the dangerous ones. Now, this guy's fixing to be famous. Y'all see this? Look, people can't help but to be in my video. Everybody wants to be famous. Just saying. So, I don't know what anyone who is just a driver can do with this information except for be full before Monday. I don't know what any person can do except, have fuel before Monday. We're already low. Like I said, they're out of baby formula. That's our babies. That's our next generation. They are playing with fire. Okay? And this is the rest of the name of the video, FOXFIRE. So, people, we're not ready. We as people, the army's ready. Okay, the military's ready. This can be done, but the people here are not ready. We came out of a tough winter. We're building up from where we're digging ourselves all out of a hole. And everybody's trying to help everybody. We're not ready. Like there's homeless people in the streets. It's been getting more and more. There's people who are struggling with having to change jobs and this and that, but we are not ready. So I hope that whoever is, when it's comes down to white hats versus black hats, and there's maybe a couple that are on the line or what about this, they need to stop this from happening. Let it happen a month or two from now. Don't let it happen now. If that's what y'all got planned. We're already selling the arms. They're already making money off this thing, and they're already, in the end, we'll have people there. Europe's got people there. Britain's got people there. We got people there. There is no reason that this has to happen right now. We're not ready. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I have a concern. Okay? So, anybody that is in the know or need to know, this is actual. This is as real as I can give you. Monday. Either by or on Monday. And it's either this one or the next. This is the information I've given. And the only reason it would be the next is if they can't get their crap together between Russia and Iran. But the people over here that are allowing it to happen, they're just like, hey, whenever. We're not ready. Anybody wants to say anything, go ahead. You can beat me up on it. Hey, I just put it out there, and then whenever it happens, and people, it's a whoa. This is not today. This is not tomorrow. This is Monday. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, people? That's all I can say. It will make the news. Of course it'll make the news. They cut off the freaking fuel. I'm just saying. Like completely. So if all of our pipelines are shut down, and if all of the gas flowing to Europe shuts off, and part of it is because Russia just got a fuel depot hit too. I just now learned this after the vision, is that I've had this vision, it's been bothering me. I've been pushed and pushed to talk about it. I've had this freaking vision for over a day and a half. I'm like, this can't be. I've been fighting, wanting to talk about it, but I'm moved to talk about it, so I'm putting it out there. But then I look at some of the news, and I'm like, oh, today, okay, I was sleeping, right? Because I ran at night and I slept, and I'm fixing to roll again. Today, Russia had, I guess it was today, maybe it just made the news today, or it was yesterday, but they had a fuel depot that got hit. It's all about that. This is supposed to be retaliation and escalation. they've already thought that he was gonna. I don't even know if he's declared that it's a world war or not. I declared it was a world war on World War Wednesday. I told y'all this. It's when I moved to say something, put it out there. This I was even scared to put out. This is a big deal. If we don't have fuel, baby formula is the least of the problems. So they're going to have to get pumps, and the women is going to have to hook up to them. You know what I'm saying? And supply the town. That's seriously, like they'll have to have food. At this point right now, there's this heat wave that's hitting too. We just need to get acclimated to summer. We need to stock up, and we're not ready for this. This would be worse than the London Blitz, because as a people, like I said, financially, mentally, after going through the COVID thing and going through all the stress of, jobs being shut down and them worrying about where they're going to get money and this and that, our nation right now is on its heels. Anything can make it slip and fall. So of course the military's ready. Of course, everything else is ready. They can take this out, but we can't deal with that. And we are the supply line. The supply line is not currently ready. So unless they've already got pods set up for fuel, unless they've already got this, gamed out that I don't know, and they're going to be dropping Chinooks in right in front of me, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be painting H's on the parking lot, setting up a, ICE LZ and saying, come on in, giving them 100 feet by 100 feet landing pad, and hopefully it won't knock our windshields out. Seriously, people, unless we're ready to do that and them drop us fuel and whatever we need, we're not prepared for this. And man, mentally our nation's not ready for this right now. The people, like I said, military, they're game on. But just to push it because they could, I think that the best thing to do is for everybody to stay calm, cool, and collected, and that cooler heads should prevail, at least temporarily, simply for the fact of this. There'll be a chance to get this done, but the slower this goes on, Ukraine is actually taking care of the enemy at the moment. Okay? Yes, Russia is trying to conscript some of the people around that, Moldova and that other country, and they're all, trying to defend themselves, whatever. A few conscripts that ain't never drove a tank before is just another target. They're taking out tanks left and right. I told y'all there'd be nothing. Be nothing. So, as long as they're pouring tanks in at the same rate they're pouring in right now in Ukraine, they will continue to be bogged down. And the longer that goes on, the less Russian troops that we have to fight. That is just period. That it is what it is. Doing something right now, escalating it right now, would actually cause more American lives to be lost in the event of us going full World War III. So, like I said, anybody wants to beat me up on this, I'm just telling it like I've given it and been given it. And this is not today. This is not tomorrow. This is Monday. Between now to Monday and Monday next. This is the plan, and this is what they're doing. I was told about it through a vision. If you can't handle that, I don't have a problem with that. When it happens, you can come back and look at this sideways. So God bless you, people. I don't have a whole lot more to say. Playing a little music. I'm sitting here eating some beef stew, or whatever this is called, roast. And just happened to luck up on a truck stop with actual food in it. So green beans, mashed potatoes, some roast, and some water, and the coffee I had earlier. It's been one of them days. So yeah, in short succession, like, it could go white hot. We are not ready. Like, we're not ready monetarily as people. We're not ready as, there's a few preppers that have done a lot, but, when people are doing their best, they don't have extra money to prep. And it's never enough. Especially when we live from farm to fork. So, hope everybody's doing good. And I hope that the people here that have the ability, they'll even have the ability to turn it back on instantly. And to allow it to happen just to start a war is garbage. So they need to stop it from being turned off in the first place, because we don't need the issue. They definitely don't need to allow it to happen, because they know it's coming. I was shown that they know it's coming. And they need to disconnect our entire fuel pumping network from the internet and make it intranet. There's no sense in it. They got to stop it. And there needs to be a guard at every gate. I don't know what else to say. But there's people that are watching troop movements and all this other stuff, and they're saying things. It has nothing to do with this. This is a tit for tat for them taking out that fuel depot, and also to escalate. And Russia wants World War III. Evidently, we want it. Some of us, the people that's in charge anyhow. I say we, it ain't me. Like I always say, peace, because I see it coming. Just peace. Better now than more hard fought wars to get it. I believe we can have it now. And maybe they'll just use it as a pretext to, like I said, remove that government. I don't know. At this point, they're talking too about, I don't know if it's true or if it's just people putting stuff up on the internet, but they're talking about how Elon Musk shot down a Russian satellite, and then they're talking about, and he was given permission to do so. I already know what's going on with that. Like, the whole reason they named that company Tesla and all this stuff, that's Tesla's technology. It was given to him. And he's like, I call it a front man. Look, it is what it is. He's probably, he's highly intelligent, but there's that. Okay? He needs to not be stuck on Mars. He needs to look at Pluto. Pluto's going to warm up when all that happens. It's going to be great. The atmosphere will change. Everything will rise. It will be just like planet Earth. And then maybe we can come back to Mars after the sun came back down. But we need to be looking further. We need ships. So there's also, in case you didn't know, they're building ships. There's a machine that they're going to put into space that builds all day long. And within however many days, they can build a double ringed platform that will give artificial gravity because it's spinning. And they're wanting to that's not SpaceX though, that's his competitor. They're wanting to send people up where it's a test run thing. They need something actually bigger than that, but that's a good start. So they invented one machine that builds space stations and spacecraft that are square boxes by putting up these truss beams and making a square box. They built a completely different one that builds curved or circle type of the revolving stations, one a circle inside of a circle, and they're going to put them into orbit, and the government's going to pay for that. And so we will have a machine that the faster we can send it steel is the faster it can build it. 3 months they could have an entire space station built, and it would be massive. 3 months, and the machine will build it. All we have to do is send it the material. So they're working on that, and there's so much more news. I'm not really trying to get into news. I just wanted to show this to relay the information that was given to me, so that someone who's in charge, and this is a Thursday, you work tomorrow, that you could stop it from happening. Nobody should have access. to our systems? Nobody. That's all I got, people. Like I said, anybody want to say anything, make a comment, and then I'm gonna get off this thing. You know, it's difficult knowing this stuff. It's difficult putting it out there because I'm trying to give it as accurate as I can, and I've got to look it up and see how it pertains to what I already know and try to put it in a box that I can present and explain. It's difficult, but it's actual, because all the tomorrows have already happened. We're just living in today. God is timeless. He sends his angels like they are postmen or mailmen to give information. That didn't stop 2,000 years ago. He will make it happen the way he has to, no matter who he has to tell what to. It's his will be done, all on earth as in heaven. So that's how it works. And I can't believe that there's actually people that would do that, but I get what they're doing. I get it. It's just we're not ready yet. We're not ready. Anybody that here that's ready, keep this in mind. If 100 other people around you are not ready, then all of your resources will be spent trying to lift them up in a collapse. Period. Put potatoes in the ground. They overwinter, they come back, put them in the ground. That's all I can say. People in Ireland, that's all they lived off of for centuries. They did what they had to do to get us here. But now we don't need to precipitate a war by allowing things to happen, at least not now. Not right now. Good God, give us a few months. Let us come out of this winter. It's not the morale, it's the supply. And yes, previous generations lasted through World War I. That's why we're here. They lasted through World War II. Not all of them. A lot of people died. But there you go. We don't need this right now. We are not ready. So, I'm just telling you. I see it. You know, it's been too difficult and people are ill-prepared. I'm ill-prepared. You're ill-prepared. Even the ones in government that have bunkers and this and all set up, you're still ill-prepared because we are your supply line. If we can't get you what you need, you're in an empty concrete hole in the ground. That's called a coffin. Heed my words here. Shut it down. God bless you, people. I'm going to get off this thing. That's all I got. No reason me holding you up. I hope everybody's doing good, though. For now. And you mark my words, that's what they're going to try to do. So we will know about it because it'll be let known either way. But if they don't shut it down, they allow it to happen, we won't have fuel. And Europe won't have heating oil. And we will have a problem. And get the freaking baby formula back on the shelves. What is wrong with those people? God bless you. I'm off. I'm out. Peace.